Huh? Man, that's a long ways to walk. My name is Chuck Cadat. I come from the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota. I've been here in San Diego for many winters, as we call our years. A few years back, like in 2008, we started a dance class. And we're still with the Title VI Indian Education Program. And these young dancers here, they were just, some of them were babies when we started a class. But I've had like over 100 students come through our dance class, and they've gone on and finished college and got their own careers and families. So today, we're going to show some of the styles that we do here. And we go around to all the powwows here in San Diego and in Southern California. So I dance the Northern traditional style, and we're going to start with that. So we're going to have a sneak up. Now, the story behind the sneak up is the Braves that go out. This is years back before there was even cars. We just had horses, no wagons, just horses. And so the scouts would go out in the morning and check around the area of their village and see what's going on around there. So they would find tracks in the ground. So they will kneel down on the ground and check out the tracks and see whether it's animal or human. If it's animal, hey, they're going to go on a hunting party for game and bring it back to the village. If it's human tracks, they got to find out where these people are and see who they are. If they're not allowed in our land, then we got to go see what's up with that and maybe chase them away or get introduced to them. So these scouts that would come back, they would report this, and after so many years of doing this, they were honored with their own song of what they do out there. So they call it the sneak up dance, and they would sneak up on the enemy as they go scout the areas. So we got a couple of young ladies that have a lot of energy, so we're going to let them spend their energy here. The style of dance that they're going to do is originally called the butterfly dance. And it comes from the Woodlands area. Actually, these other two dancers too. So the story behind that is this young lady they get water every morning, and they would come out and go down to the creek from their village. So this young lady was bringing her containers down to the little creek to get some water. And as she was filling them up, she heard some noise go across the creek. So she stood up and she looked up, and she seen a group of men walking by. And so they seen her, and they waved and said hello. And so she invited them over because she knew they were from a neighboring village. So, and within that group of boys, men, there was a young man there. They were this young girl that was getting water. She was like maybe 12 or 13. And there was a young man there. That was his first time going out on a hunting party. So, and they take them along at that young age to teach them. So, when they came across, they kind of got to know each other, these young boy and girl. So they were invited back to the village to have some breakfast meal. And during the time they were there, this young boy and this young girl, they got to know each other better. So they became friends. And when it was time for them to leave, this young girl says, I hope you come back. We can continue this friendship. He said, I'll come back through here when we're done hunting. So, but so she said to the young man, so I will wait for you down by the creek. And so every day she would go down there, and they never came back. I guess they went a different route home. But every day she would wait and wait and wait. The waiting time took weeks, months. It turned into a couple of years. And so she kept on going down there to get her water. And this one morning she was down there and she heard some more noise across the creek. There was another group of men walking by. And she didn't know it, but her friend was in that group. And her friend was come up to the creek area, and he looked around. And he said, seems like I've been here before. I recognize this place. And as he spoke, the young girl across the creek, she recognized his spirit. So she got so happy, she was overjoyed, and she opened up her blanket that she had wrapped around her, and she started jumping for joy and started dancing around. And our custom has it that when we have something important in our lives, we go back to the village and we talk about it. We show the villagers. So this is something that she had to do. So she was so happy that she, telling everybody, and so everybody was all circled around her, and she was telling the story and how she jumped off the rock and she started dancing around like that. And the crowd, the people is looking at her, watching her, say, hey, man, she dances like a butterfly. And so that name stuck to that dance for years and years and years. Eventually, the material changed, and it was back in the early, say around 1950. In those years, it's when they started doing contest dancing at the powwows. And so they changed the name because of the style of materials, the pretty materials. So they changed the name of that to fancy shawl, because everybody wanted to have a shawl that was prettier than the next. And so the steps changed too, so they got really animated, and so these girls are going to show their style here. Awesome dancers. So this next one is this young man. His style of dance comes from the Montana, way northern area, Montana, Canada. Their style of dance up there is mainly chicken dancers. So the story behind this is when the chicken dancer emulates the bird that lives on the prairie. So the prairie chicken. So we call it a prairie chicken. So during the mating season, you know, the male looks for a wife. So he goes around and to attract the female, the male bird would open up his wings and stamp around his feet and just kind of really flutter his legs and his wings. And he goes around in a circle. And so that's to attract the female. So this style of dance he's going to do is called the ruffle dance. That's basically he's going to emulate the chicken dance, the chicken, prairie chicken. So these other two young ladies that will come up here, they're called jingle dancers. Now this one comes from the Woodlands area also, and the story behind it started with a dream. This young man, when he was a very young boy, about 8 to 10 years old, he started having these dreams, and the spirits that came into his dream told him to how to make a dress. How to make these dresses with these cones. But being a young boy, he didn't understand his dream, so he forgot about it. He went on to living his life as a young boy. But as he grew older, he started to decide to make his own family. And so he had 2 daughters. And one of his daughters got sick. And so in the meantime, his dreams started coming back. And he got concerned about it, so he went to his mother and told her about this dream. And his mother said right away, you gotta go talk to the medicine man and get these women to make this dress. So the medicine man went, and the mother went to all the women in the village. And so they made all these dresses exactly how the spirit told them to. And so when it came time for the ceremony, they brought this young lady out in a circle. So all these women in the village, they came out and they started dancing. By the time the song was half finished, this young girl was sitting up on that blanket that she was on. And they noticed there was improvement. By the time the song had come towards the end, she was up and dancing with the rest of the women. And so from that time on, they called this the healing dance. So now at this time, I know this conference here is about trauma and healing. So there was in our dance class, there was a couple of parents that came to our dance class. There were 2 different parents, and they brought some children, and these were non-native parents. They came and brought a native child, and unfortunately, they didn't stay very long. A couple of times, and then they never came back again. But they were in the foster care, and one was being adopted, the other one was being still in the foster care. So I know this is very important for this child to, belong to his parents, because those foster parents did not know who the parents were, what tribe they come from. And so, I keep thinking about that, today and yesterday when these subjects come up about these parents in the foster care. So today I ask you guys, if you can think or say in your thoughts a prayer for each and every child that you know or that's out in the system. Prayers for healing from this trauma, from this situation that these children are in during this song. So that's something I asked. Okay. So before we leave, that was our last one, but we're going to have an exit song. But before that, I'd like to thank Reginald and his two daughters for coming out to help Sheena Shaw and, is it Winter? Paige? Taylor. They all look alike over there, so I get them all mixed up. They're awesome dancers. So thank you, Reginald. We're going to have a little exit dance as we dance around, and then we're going to go out.
you.